And we should be live. Hello, everybody watching the vault, because I assume there's no one watching right now, but if anybody is watching, welcome. This time we are actually having an intro, so, hello, welcome to the stream. That's the intro.
Hello, 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 hello.
Yo!
Didn't ruin it this time.
Can you believe it? The 9th episode, we finally got an intro.
Right on time.
Oh, okay. Is everything correct? I should start... What should I start? I should start the timer. Boop.
Yeah.
And I should start the time lapse. And then we can draw. Actually, before I start the time lapse, let's figure out what we are going to be working on now.
Yep. No. We changed a lot of good things about it. However, we changed a lot of good things about. Yeah. I pretty much don't know. Maybe we could like figure out what color we're gonna put on the sky. We haven't touched it yet.
What color or what like things?
Yeah, I think we can have like a flying thing. I don't know exactly what, but it won't feel more steampunky, I guess. So,
because honestly, if we do like the sky, we can decide what to do in the background here.
Yeah, but I would have one, a really small one on just above right of the dragon. You see this empty space above, like I don't see where. Yep, there. I would have because I don't see things above the two towers, but I see someone pretty like fitting well there. So,
okay, so just to list things that basically we still have to sketch before going on to maybe actually starting to put some color, dare I say, on it. Is these houses like have nothing on them? They are just some roofs. So maybe that would be nice to
yeah,
add
that would be a good thing.
Define maybe this
you could
a little bit.
The under
sky
part of the statue, of the statue.
And there's like these, this
I
basically
think look under the statue. Yeah, I think we could change a little bit there.
Yep, there's like nothing down there as well.
Yep.
So there's a bit of detailing left to be done, but we are sort of nearing something like a complete, sketch. First sketch.
We're nearing it. Getting
slowly,
closer.
But it's getting there. It's getting there. Which is interesting because I genuinely have no clue how I'm gonna shape this. We're gonna be figuring it out as we go.
What do you mean? The coloring part?
Yeah, I genuinely have no clue what I'm gonna do for that.
Yeah, probably take some time.
I mean, we've got time. Okay,
I got a lot of time.
Let's do this. This is
we can do something funny in the sky, I suppose, because
I know. Don't worry, I know exactly what you are talking about, and it is the laughing, crying, laughing emoji.
Probably is not.
Probably not. It's a very timid way to say.
Oh yeah, that's a good example. I kind of like the idea of not having a simple balloon.
I'll entertain your shenanigans. Ooh, oh yeah, like an early plane design.
Yeah, because
kind of Da Vinci / Wright brothers.
Yeah, because what people would imagine is the classic steampunky flying engine.
Blimp.
Look like I don't know what's I'll say it in English.
Blimp.
Like, yeah.
Like if you look at the stream, it's like this.
Yeah, this. but this is like too classical, I think.
I really like this like rickety early plane design.
Yeah.
But also it doesn't necessarily look even that early because it's nicely built. Okay, so I kinda like the idea of it, like the dragon looking kind of at it.
Oh yeah, like I think that's, chasing it. that's a battle between them.
Oh, you could have it like make it kind of look like the dragon is chasing this plane. thingy.
Be hard. Why not? Oh, this is very abstract also, but this is a good, like, not too classy way to
Ooh,
make
oh yeah, a ship
flying.
with a balloon. That's
Yeah,
kind of classic for steampunk. At
yeah,
least
but
I
that's
think I've
not.
seen it, but
It's
it
not.
looks cool.
Yeah,
So
it
it's
exists.
definitely more interesting than the bog standard, you know,
But
blimp. And it's got the sails. It's got the sail on it as well. I think I actually have like 2 monitors less than I need. Is I like to have all the things on different monitors. Okay, how do I do a plane like this? So first maybe would figure out
you
like
need
the
to
angle.
pick a point of view. Yeah.
So maybe this could be a base angle for that. Then kinda go from there. You know, we figured out that boxes are usually pretty good.
Yeah.
Why not make a box? And then
You could.
from the box we can construct another box. You know,
Searching for other operation.
kind of like this maybe. You know, construct another
Well,
box and then have.
what I see pretty often on Google is also like flying cities, but I don't really feel like we should put something flying like looking like a building in sky.
Nah, I don't think it's gonna fit this.
Yeah,
It's probably not.
but we could have these and a ship with a balloon on top. We could have two flying things.
Because you have like these kind of in here. It's like kind of like bat wings maybe or something like that. But there's also more. Like they are really thin where they meet the
Yeah.
body of the plane. Not that thin though. I made this too thin, but the idea is something like this. You have like these, like this maybe. Then you have two kind of stages to this part of the wing, and they are like connected to the peak point. This is kind of weird looking. Funky looking, you can even say, maybe. But I think with enough repetition and cleanup, it's gonna look somewhat okay. Just bear with me for a hot second. What's the angle of this? Because can't forget that we are watching it from below, so it's.
Yeah, but is he going away or
It's going like this. I suppose that's the basic idea. I drew the arrow kind of scuffed.
I think you could make it bigger and like closer.
We could. But then,
Because
if
there is only one flying thing,
I don't think it should be only one. Although
no,
this
oh,
is, you know, this is it's supposed to be overgrown. So how many things are gonna be flying?
two is maximum, I guess, because we don't have that much space, and I felt like two different, not too classy flying thing will be cool looking, like a good addition. But more is gonna be weird because it's abandoned, so we could imagine that like it's an abandoned city, but not everyone's dead on the planet, so people
Yep.
fly around and go
What?
above those
A
cities.
city can be abandoned without everybody being dead.
Yeah,
What?
imagine crazy. So it's not too weird, but
I don't think this scale is particularly too small. Like
that's small.
depending on okay, how big would you like it? Like this big?
Not I mean not too big, but like this was really like.
How's this?
Yeah. Maybe put it like closer to the buildings. Yeah, down there.
Like closer here.
Yep, I'll say because you could like change the head of the dragon. Like at the end, you could just like make it burn there. That's not a big deal.
Well,
I don't really know
assume
about
the
this.
dragon is like decorative, it's not actually alive?
No,
Or
it's not decorative, but yeah, it's decorative, but I don't know.
it would be
Yeah,
cool if it was flying like, well, like kind of looking like it is running away from the dragon, but like maybe not
that's
make it
really hard.
too.
Yeah, that's really hard because you're gonna change the dragon, and I think it look good now. Because remember, if we like the first idea of the dragon was like the same of like fuck attraction park, and a big statue falling apart with like metal inner part visible.
Yep.
So just decoration, not really.
Okay.
I don't know.
Thinking these wings are clearly not symmetrical. Nowhere near even, I'd say.
Ooh,
It's maybe
like that. Wait,
cut
I'm gonna
code a
come
bunch.
back to the first one I sent you and see what.
What?
Oh,
I'm just gonna
it's
redo this wing again because I don't think it works well at all. So you do whatever you want to do, and I shall try
I'm
and maybe
researching
get
for
this.
some more example, more point of view. I think that's a famous thing because the symbol on the thing is the same on every image. So
What do you mean symbol? That may. So like this someone famous? Oh, the maybe it's from like an anime.
I don't know,
The
probably.
style kind of looks like it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's actually referencing some kind of real, real military maybe or something else. The
Not
design would be
sure.
like that.
There's a military to have a dragon spine. I don't really think so. I mean, who knows?
Can you say that again?
I don't really think there is a military sign that look like this dragon.
Maybe there isn't. Listen, I know
Uh,
nothing about militaries. Okay,
yeah, same.
so take whatever I say about any kind of military with a massive grain of salt, probably a whole like cube of salt. You know how there are cubes of sugar? Just do that, but with salt, and that's what you should take it with.
Cube of salt. What the heck?
The salt cube, you know. When you just want your
Horrible.
meal extra salty, just put the salt cube on it. Eye Hunter, by the way.
Need a really big like dish.
just your average casual salt cube to decorate your meal with. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah, of course.
Like, I really don't know why they don't sell those. Sounds like a golden business opportunity.
Show you a reason.
Like, who wouldn't buy that? Just just what
I
you've been
mean,
missing from your kitchen the whole time. The salt cube. Buy now.
I don't really think I'm gonna buy that.
Really?
I mean,
But I made such a good ad.
what's the ad?
Buy it. That's the ad. There's no ad. Get the salt cube. This is a threat. Why hasn't anybody?
Salt threat. What do you mean?
Buy the salt cube, or your family gets it. Or you will just always eat salty meals, like overly salty meals from now on. With the salt cube, you can actually choose. I am doing a terrible job at making this resemble any sort of symmetrical design. I feel like I have to construct it differently than I'm doing currently. So, you know what I'm gonna do? So I'm gonna make this really transparent and try again, as per usual when I can't quite get something right. Let's use more cubes. That's right.
Use more. Who say that?
Like, listen.
Oh,
Gotta
a
you gotta
one-top
work
shot.
you gotta
Oh,
work with your within your limitations. If all you can draw is cubes, you know,
yeah, make
just draw
cubes.
more cubes
Yeah.
until it is done. Surely it's gonna
Because
work
if
out.
you remember, new name on Discord is Frog on every server.
Yeah. Well,
You can be proud.
did you actually change it for every server?
I have a few, so yeah.
Nice. You
Maybe not. No, I
you
don't, all
you've
of them.
changed your
I have,
spirit
I have
animal.
some. I have some school Discord server, so not
You
all
haven't
of
set
them.
it to frog on your school Discord.
I could really care right now.
Okay, let's try and do something like
Can I
this.
ask you to put your name? So
Yeah, I've actually changed my legal name to Frog, and you have to deal with that. Let's.
I think like you need to pay, but it's possible.
You need to pay to change your name legally.
Yeah, no, yeah.
That is
I know you
oppression by the
can
government in its purest form.
pay.
How dare they do that?
I know you can pay to change your name, yeah. I mean, not change like to something completely different, but like you can add a letter, delete the
Add
letter.
the letter.
Yeah, because
I'd like to
like
change my name from Frog to Frogs. Hello.
yeah, no. I knew someone that like his name was a way to say penis in French, so he
What?
just added an S at the end to like change the way you say it, so it's not meaning
What a
penis.
great gift to receive from your parents.
Because you know in every language there is many words to say penis.
Yes. Usually.
So yeah,
Why would you
they
name
just
them?
like they just like create a few. I don't know what's the price, but I think it's not cheap. And just to add like a letter to the name, so it changed like the way you say it.
Private companies requiring payment is oppression by the government. Torrid with two R's, so you actually pronounce the R as opposed to Toad, like the English do it. You know, that makes kind of sense. And also would make me sound
Yeah,
Spanish, which would be pretty funny.
yeah, but there will be
Would
no more
be
joke about you being told. So
Toad. It would be even more funny to tell people I'm from Uzbekistan. With a name
you
that
already,
sounds Spanish while
you
talking in
already do
English.
that.
What?
You already do that.
Yeah, but it would be more funny if I had a Spanish sounding name. Because, you know, you mix the Spanish sounding name, English language, and, you know, it's a bit of pronunciation.
Yeah, melting pot of explosive.
And you use all of that to say I'm from Uzbekistan. So far, nobody has questioned me on my bullshit on that. So, you know.
I mean, usually when people ask where you're from, you say the right country. That's kind of
I don't even get why people ask people. I
because
don't.
if they speak the same language, they're not going to speak poorly English in the game.
Oh, I
Usually,
guess.
usually French people are
Okay.
asking for that because there are not many of them that speak English. So if you play with the French, you're going to speak French.
Sprechen Sie Französisch or whatever the hell the. Hello, bonjour, my sir. Do you baguette hon hon?
No, it's just
No,
the poly
really?
ask the poly ask where you from in some way, and if you say
Just
French or like Belgium or English speaking country, you just never gonna hear English anymore.
you never want to say you never want to let Russian
That's
people.
most of the time why when I say there's a French in the game that I don't speak French, because if I do, he's gonna speak only French for the rest of the game, assuming that everyone is French in the lobby. So
Oh no, you never get communication again. You're a Pole with an English accent for some reason. The reason is YouTube. I've been ultimately just completely destroyed by the
blame
internet.
YouTube, okay?
Yes,
It's not okay.
unironically. Well, I mean, I did want to learn an accent
Best
like this, and I
explanation.
then put in effort to do it. But of course, it's a fault. You know, there's a quote from a fantastic video game that describes this perfectly. It You know, it's gotta be. I gotta blame somebody because otherwise it's all my fault. Those are rules to live by if you want to be an insufferable cunt to everyone around you. You know, make sure to follow this golden rule. It's gotta be someone's fault. And in this case, I nominate you! Congratulations! You are now the reason for all of my troubles in life. Hope you have fun. Okay, how... This is better, right? I think this...
This is better, yeah.
I think this
is looking like flying something.
Yeah, like if you compare to that slightly crippled airplane there, I think this is better. It's actually placed on a rectangle, but if we do one more layer on top of it, we can get rid of the rectangle and just you know, pretend this was the first sketch I've done, because
only talent.
Only just pure skill in here. No repetitions, no drafts. We are going in first try and we are doing it right. Oh, what you mean? Of course. Oh god. No! I hope I didn't ruin OBS too hard with that, because I accidentally resized the window.
Yeah, there was like one part of the screen was completely white and the rest was fine.
So that's your flashbang, courtesy of me.
Yeah.
Hope you had fun. Okay, I don't know. I've accidentally dragged the... And I don't even remember what I was doing to do that on accident. Because it's a weird thing to do on accident. Like it... How often do you accidentally move windows? There's one weird thing I keep doing accidentally. And that is I keep accidentally clicking my mouse when I just scroll for a prolonged period of time. If I scroll through something, then I'm prone to just randomly, you know, clicking the right mouse button for no reason in the middle of that scrolling. I don't know. Maybe I should see a doctor about it.
I don't think a doctor's gonna do something about it.
Why? Why not?
It's not really his job, you know.
What game was that quote from? That quote is from the wonderful masterpiece known as Life is Strange. A game with impeccable writing, lovable characters, and a wonderful, wonderful world with very consistent and grounded rules. It's up to you to decide how sarcastic that was.
No, on a scale of 1 to 10, I think it's a 7.
Maybe. Yeah, that game, you know, because the central premise of the game, you know, let's do a quick talk about that. So the central premise of that game is you are a girl with time rewinding. I can smell the sarcasm from here. You bet. It's a game that lets you rewind time as one of the main mechanics, and it's a cool idea on paper, but in practice, in practice, like the rules they've established basically make no sense, because the way it happens is when you rewind time, you don't just keep the knowledge you had beforehand. So it's not like, oh, something's happened, I rewind back, and now I'm myself 5 minutes beforehand when I was where I was there, and now I can do something different. But instead, it's you keep the position you were in before you, like when you started rewinding time. So if you think about it from the perspective of a person sitting next to you, you essentially are teleporting all the time.
Torrance, can I say something?
Yeah.
Did I forget that in a scientific explanation for everything in games, and that's weird. Because usually there is not, and there will never be one.
Okay, but this
is why some games.
I agree generally that it might not be that important, but the problem is if you use this particular mechanic for the story of your game, and then none of the characters say anything about you teleporting for the whole game. It's really weird. Like,
that's I surely gonna think that the justification was
so
the parallel universe, so you
so
don't
like
actually get
imagine
back to the same place. But that's yeah, I feel like yeah,
imagine
that's weird. But
you are here, you are talking to
uh,
this guy, like you are talking with him for 5 minutes. Then after you've talked to him for 5 minutes, you walk over here, like behind him, and then you rewind time by 2.5 minutes. So now in the middle of your conversation with this guy, you suddenly disappear and appear here. And this guy doesn't care in the slightest.
I mean,
I mean, I agree. That's
yeah,
normal
right.
Tuesday things, and average.
You know, they happened to me. I don't know about
It
you.
happens to me all the time. Yeah, I know, but you know, but that's not the worst. Like that's okay. That's for the autists in the audience who notice that. But also the character that is the source of the quote. I gotta blame somebody because otherwise it's all my fault. Is one of the most massive twats I've ever had the displeasure of interacting with in a piece of media. It's like a blue-haired high school dropout girl who's exactly like that quote is perfect to describe how she is like, and she's played as a good character sidekick to the main character of the game, and she's just awful. And as point being, the game is great and you should give it a go. Okay, let's do the balloon. Where balloon?
Do you actually want a balloon? Or
Yes,
do
the balloon
you
with the ship,
want?
like here, and then
Oh yeah, the ship.
I think I did. I think I nailed it first try.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
That's it.
Finished.
Yep, it's over.
You see the
It's done.
scale of the.
The
I
what?
think it's. I think it's really small. It's like right in the middle of a big space. You could. You see what I mean?
Or what? Say
The
again.
thing you just made.
Plane?
Yup.
Yeah.
Yup.
What's the
This
top?
looks really small.
It is really,
Like,
but it's kind of supposed to, be pretty
I mean,
small.
yeah, I guess so, but it's just taking some big space for what it is.
Like how much larger could I make this without it being a problematically massive?
Maybe not much larger. Maybe in a different spot. Because, like, imagine if you put it on the right. I would have put it on the right above the last box. Yeah, up there, and yeah, up there. And you put the balloon next to it. And you try to make them look like they're close together. This will make sense to have like a fancy ship with the balloon and the defense actual flying thing next to it.
What do you
You know what
think
I mean?
about the idea to like mirror this? So it's like this, and it's flying towards the dragon instead.
Yeah, like that.
Except this looks really wrong. I have no idea what I just said. It looks wrong when I
Really
do
wrong.
that. Because it's
You
flying
can-
up, and so I can't simply flip it to make it fly down. I'll have to draw it again. But that's fine. We'll just move it here, and we're gonna rotate it like this, and then flip it. Rotate it again. Actually, yeah, this kind of works. So, would be like, the idea would be to have the plane somewhere around here and then have the balloon somewhere else.
I don't really see anything on Discord. There's a white screen right now.
Really?
But,
Oh,
yeah,
it probably broke when I resized the window and then never fixed itself, I guess.
I see
Hold
just
on.
white kind of everywhere.
Is it better?
Wait a sec. Yep.
Okay, we fixed it.
All right, but I still think it's like in a spot where it takes too much places.
Too much, like it takes too much space, or
Yeah.
so
Because this is like the biggest missing part we have right now, and if you just add this little thing, I feel like this is too empty.
I mean, on one hand, sure, but on another hand, you know, I'd imagine we can not only add things here, right, to fill up this space, but we could also have some kind of, you know, mountains maybe in the background. We could have clouds.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
There's lots of ways that this could be filled with something, and I think this machine, like this mechanical plane being a smaller detail, is actually going to be better.
I'm gonna say something outrageous for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Imagine if you reverse the dragon, like you put the dragon looking to the left.
Okay.
So
I'm
you
following.
you could keep the idea of having this one flying towards the head of the dragon, and you could keep the space where it is right now to put the ship with the balloon.
Okay, let's try it. Where is it gonna be? No, it's gonna be somewhere in the background, right? Mid background.
You see the space transition
Dragon
kind of.
tower and then the dragon. So if we flip the dragon,
I don't think it's gonna fit pretty well, but
now the tower is fairly symmetrical. So
yeah, kind of. Yeah. It's kind of looking weird because we're not used to it, but
I think we can let it sit. And this is just a sketch, so you can always just adjust it. There's some weird stuff here, but I can erase that. Okay. With the dragon like this, we can now move the airplane to be like somewhere in here. Oh, we could actually have it like keep this angle of it, so like the dragon is looking at it going by.
Yeah.
And then if we'd like to have some kind of balloon, we could have the balloon closer.
No, because right in the middle there's as much space, so you could have like a mountain right further away in distance. So
like here, a mountain here, essentially.
Yeah, maybe like not so. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, that's the idea. So there's not sky space. You see, yeah, I like the idea of limited sky space. Right.
I still like the ship with a balloon.
The ship with a balloon can.
But where is the question?
I think there we put it. It's a good idea.
I'm secretly planning to correct your English until I get rid of your English accent. You should not tell me about that. You should make sure I don't know that you are doing that. I think it's a good idea. I shouldn't know about that. So just make sure you don't tell me.
That's a spy that tell you is a spy. That's kind of weird. Secretly planning to correct. It's not really a secret anymore.
That is in fact the joke. Where could we place? We could maybe, you know, we could put it somewhere in the foreground. Actually, we could have a ship taking off from like the factory or something. The factory is kind of supposed to be abandoned though, so why would there be a ship taking off from it?
I like this space that we like have where it was up on right.
Here.
Oh wait, yeah, because you could make a really big one there with details and stuff, not that small, but like really big.
But where would so would it be more in the foreground than I currently have it? Because
I would imagine it to if you want something detailed and good looking, you could have it like closer. So yeah, really bigger than the other. You see?
Could even be like if we do
it, if we do it like this, you could have some really fancy details about everything about their ship and everything about the balloon, and maybe like cut the balloon off so you don't have just a suitable or something, but just like half of it maybe. And you could really see the shape of the ship and what's going on this. You have a scene with the little characters even on it. Got something?
Something like this. Like really big in the foreground maybe.
Yeah.
I'm thinking if it could, because we could have it overlap some of the background as well.
No, I don't. I'm not sure about that.
I'd
Maybe you
like
could
it to
like
overlap at
change.
least somewhat, because the reason for that is when you have things overlap, it creates a nice sense of depth. It's gonna be very clear that this is more in the foreground and that is in the background.
So
And I'm not very attached to having literally everything about those buildings visible. So I think it's nice to just sacrifice a bit of detail on the buildings to actually have a bit more in
all
in
right,
terms
all
of
right, I
depth.
get it. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I'm thinking this, but this balloon is gonna be absolutely obnoxious. So it has to be it has to be smaller. Like the example you sent is pretty good because it has the
Yeah, I kind of want a more nice looking ship than that, but yeah.
oh wow, now you're insulting me like that, huh?
What do you mean? No, not yours. The one I sent you. It's
Oh,
ours.
okay. Does this airboat go to? I can't possibly
Meant to take
pronounce
it
that.
personally.
Or Grimr. That's the best pronunciation I can do of that because
Because
it's
I'm
more
imagining
Polish, I
a
guess.
not so mechanical looking one. I'm imagining an old fashioned one. Like really fancy wood board with some decoration.
Oh, it's a whole zone in World of Warcraft. Nice to know. There's even an article about it in Polish. How cool. I am.
Maybe something but flying. I'm gonna get some good
Well, it's
examples.
funny if you know and go along with the lie. Don't worry. I won't tell
Because
myself
I
about that.
kind of like forget about the wheel on this one, but I kind of like the idea of having some a detailed one, a really detailed one.
Really detailed one. Well, I mean,
Look at that! Look at this picture I
ooh,
sent you. You see what I mean?
I like it. It has like a whole house on it.
Yeah, that's the vibe that I wanted
Oh, the anchor.
and
It's
imagined.
gotta have like an anchor here, maybe like hanging on
And
it.
I don't know the name in English. But...
Oh, gotta have something like this. This anchor on it looks great with the like chain probably or ropes.
You need something like this too. Not a
I
cannon, not a cannon at the end, but you need something like this too. I don't know what's the name in English, but
yes,
yeah,
certainly there's a name for it. There's certainly a name for it. I don't know.
there is one. But
If you
yeah.
have a statue at the front of a ship, like what is it called? Also, tablet moment is no longer responding to anything. Please? Did I lose Windows working again?
Maybe, uh, or I'm gonna
You're gonna what?
be honest. I don't think the base sketch of the boat is fitting well to say.
Yeah, I don't think it's fitting well either, but I'm not done with it yet. Hold on, just
Yeah.
gotta quickly restart my tablet drivers because why would technology ever just work, right? Yeah, that famous Skyrim dude,
Good
it just
question.
works. Oh, I don't know what he was talking about. I just know he's called Todd Howards and he's like from the Bethesda studios. And I know he's associated with the phrase "it just works," but I know no context. Did this just fix itself? Oh, just as soon as I mentioned Todd Howard, it fixed itself. I wonder why that happened. What a curious coincidence.
Magical words, I suppose.
Okay, what do you not like about the shape of the ship? Because I also don't like something about the shape of the ship, but
I'm trying to search for you to have a good.
because gotta remember that this is in perspective, so the shape is gonna be a bit
Yeah,
different from.
I'm trying to search one.
You know what?
Like kind of
Why.
sideways.
I know exactly what the problem is. We didn't start with a cube.
Yeah, yeah. Make a cube before everything.
This is the biggest lesson so far from joining this entire thing is cubes.
Make a cube,
Cubes
and then
are
start thinking about what's going
cubes
on
are
inside.
man's best friend. Are cubes. Forget what you knew about dogs.
Forget dogs.
Forget dogs. Embrace cubes. Okay, let's
Uh,
big white overlay on top of this so I can actually see what I'm working on, and then
This is not a good.
what?
I don't
Oh,
found a
fancy.
good image for you to get what I imagined there.
Okay.
But
But we did
hold
not
on.
say send anything, so
No, I'm searching.
okay. Do let me know when you do send it, and I'm gonna try and make a cube. Okay, so we are seeing the cube for the
I
ship from
mean,
the bottom, and it's someone.
this one is a good representation of
Yeah.
what I imagined, so I'm gonna send you this one. This is
This cube
not
is
the right
very.
side, but you get it.
This cube is
I
too
imagine a
long.
very old one, because that would like break the vibe, you see. You can't, and then on top of that shell, I'll call it. I don't know what there's a name, but I don't know it.
The hole.
On top of that
I
shell,
don't know.
you
This
can
whole
like
uh shell.
what's it?
What shell?
Like the base of it.
Oh,
Forget about
can you
you
use
see.
whole? A question to English speaking people. Can you use whole to refer to the body of a ship that's wooden, or is it that only for like spaceships and modern
I
stuff?
know I know the French name. I don't think it's the same. Maybe it's the same, but you see what I mean. Just like
Just a boat like that.
yeah, just about like that. And then on it, the vibe that I sent you 2 pictures ago.
So like
This one. Okay,
this
this one.
kind of goofy,
Yeah, like the bottom part
over the
on the
top.
last one and the top part of the first one, basically.
Hmm. I'm wondering kind of how to fit all of those trinkets at the top with
You can
some kind
add
of
some more
balloon.
space.
Let's
The balloon's gonna be abstract. Remember, it's gonna be
increase.
just like there's a balloon there. Remember,
Uh,
you have some more space bottom left. I think you could put it. Yeah, like that.
Thinking something like this, but this is for the body of the ship. Not
Yeah, about the body. Yeah,
okay.
and yeah.
Okay, so let's draw some reference points maybe. So this is like the front to the thing itself. I'll add lines to define the back side of it. Like this is something. This oh, that's terrible. There's some idea that this box actually exists in 3D space and it's not solid. And then with all of this, could now maybe try and draw that boat. There's going to be an interesting challenge to do this, because you actually can't see half of the bottom of the boat because it's underwater. Okay, so
I mean, this is.
it
Don't
kind
I
of
don't
has this
imagine
like
that
cut
to be the hardest
thing,
part. Yeah,
uh,
it's like you can draw the
and then
middle line and then try to put
it
something around it.
has
Yeah,
probably a line like this. So,
yeah, yeah,
but this should
yeah.
be a bit more.
Look
It
good
should
for
have
now.
like two stages of steepness. Like there's a point at which it
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm getting at. Okay.
yeah. I see. I see.
Okay, and
This is more
then
like about the first curve in front of it.
we
I mean, you
can
have space in front, so you got.
maybe I'm gonna probably move it later. I'm just kind of trying to picture it in 3D space. You know, it's an exercise in uh
Here you go.
something. Awesome, thanks. It's actually a
very,
good reference. Actually, a good
very
reference.
helpful.
It doesn't look like turbo beautiful. Okay, I'll insult the person who made this, but
The back of it made no sense.
slightly, but you gotta make sacrifices when you simplify things to that degree. You know. No, this is mostly fine. You have like this to like maybe I'm completely just improvising. So it would be, you know what? I've never owned a ship and it shows. I don't
Me
I don't
neither.
have I don't have experience to draw on to picture this in my mind, but this is not too bad, hopefully.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Trying to convince myself it's not too bad.
Maybe zoom out. No, yeah, that's good. We have a bunch of space above it, and
Yeah,
that's
I
like the first.
think it just is a bit too high for the perspective I drawn to it, but that's fine. We're gonna move it later, so just bear with that for a moment.
I think
I know what I'm missing. I know what
line-
I'm missing. This part shouldn't be one long line. This should be broken into two parts.
I don't really see the perspective.
The
I
side.
think but I don't. Yeah, there's
Look,
two.
this side should be like a two-step kind of thingy. The most precise language kind of thingy. Everybody knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I got it.
Yep. And then this has like this kind of idea on it, something
Ooh.
like that. And
Ooh.
then,
I like that.
because this is in perspective, it looks kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
this.
I like that.
And just, if we now make the nose of the ship slightly different to facilitate whatever the hell I'm trying to throw together, we should.
I think you should go a little bit out. You should go a little bit out of the cube for the front.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because I'm thinking it's the angle was too steep on it, so it should be more of this angle on the front. Then we can continue this angle a little bit, and then have like this little swoop down.
Maybe not that long, but
this has now gone too low. I gotta move it up a bit, so probably somewhere around this.
Yeah.
And then probably also flatten the angle from what I've done. So just erase this mostly, and then redo it, but at a slightly shallower angle. I'm not sure if you can say shallower angle, but I feel like that works as a word for angles.
Understandable, maybe.
Listen, understandable is one thing, but do you know how little do you have to do to actually be understandable? There's a very low bar.
What is this?
Like you can just wave your arms around, and then use me hungry, me food, yes please, and it's perfectly understandable. Like the average CS:GO match communications, you know.
Yeah.
Me go B, ramp 1.
Migo B is a famous one.
Migo B. Migo B, amigo. Something wrong with this. Not quite sure what, but something is wrong with this.
I think it's the front.
Is the front. You're right.
Like, I think it's just too long. Maybe just don't do something long, and we add like the front.
Maybe just maybe start with just the ship shape, and then.
No, that's good. Because you got a bit above it.
Those too short, I feel like. So, kind of to continue the angle, and then add a bit of swoop down. Actually, this should be an even less steep, because this is kind of, I forgot that the ship actually has a, like, it's horizontally curved as well on the front. It's a bit hard to capture that, but can always try. Something like this looks better.
That's really bad. Yeah, maybe just don't do the front. And where do we have to stage you to put that?
I feel like something like this is fine on the front.
Yeah. Now, yeah.
Now that I've fixed the other thing. Okay, let's try just removing that, maybe. And then, you know, some kind of statue on the bottom here.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Maybe like that, I don't know.
You know, some kind of angel statue.
Flying woman.
Flying woman. Lovely women, simple as. And then, you gotta somehow get
around the world. All right.
This has like railings around it, right? At least on those.
Spectrum dominance.
What are you talking about?
I'm reading the chat, but
There's something in the chat?
Yeah.
What? It's not showing for me.
Good job.
I even have it on live chat specifically so this doesn't happen.
Yeah.
YouTube. How is this the biggest service in town for all of this stuff and they are this bad?
They do be bad, yeah.
Long day took out from it to be around the world. Through connector like a speed demon. Take both sides, full spectrum dominance. Yep. There's, you know, there's the real strategic talk. We gotta try it next time we play CSGO. Why limit yourself to taking one side when you can show the enemy team dominance by just taking both? I dive you through a connector like a speed demon. Yep. You better know what I'm referencing.
Do you talk to me?
Yes. Do you know what I'm referencing?
Probably not.
Oh no.
You
gotta watch Foon Too Much for Z Block.
What?
It's a classic video. It's where you know the B-hop music? Do you know?
No.
Really? Oh no. This is one of the few internet things I am actually somewhat cultured about.
Yeah.
Okay, I will look the video up just to send it to you. And I'll do it right now. Too much for Z Block. Legendary video. Okay, that's probably gonna play on the stream in a moment.
This kid pushes like a fucking idiot, dude.
Yep, that sounds about right. Okay,
What?
I'm gonna
Where are
send
you?
the link
Where
to
you
you,
at?
and you should become cultured now.
Like a speed demon.
For Ivy had to connect like speed demon.
He doesn't know about set.
This is from. I think
No.
this is where. This is also where he's doing it. Admin, he's doing it sideways comes from this video, if I recall correctly. I hope I didn't get that wrong. That would be embarrassing. Pretty
That's
sure
a
that's
10-minute video, bro.
worth it. You don't have to watch it right now, but do watch it. It's an absolute CS classic, certified hood classic. You know, one of those. Okay, now the question is, now that we have a kind of cool ship, how do I?
The vibe that I sent you is kind of. I think it will fit well.
But that's like a whole house on top of it. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
no, I mean the vibe, like the front of this little submarine having something above.
So,
I mean, this all look really like technical. That's good, steampunky looking. Maybe this not like don't respect the scale. I don't really see like that's really big, and that's just the front of the boat. So like the ships.
that looks very heavy.
Yeah.
It's too big. Probably I should probably do this on another layer before I completely destroy everything I've drawn.
Probably.
Yeah, that's probably a smart idea. You know, I like to be kind of smart about it. Let's name the layers actually. This white boat.
Probably seen that.
Lane. It's a classic. So, yeah. Now I live in constant fear that some chat messages.
Oh yeah, okay, I get it. I get the music.
Yep. Okay.
Forgot about it, but I get it.
The B-hop music. I find it funny how like whoever uploaded that to YouTube originally probably has just comments spammed about B-hopping. There's one way to learn about that being a thing in CSGO, or like in CS, I suppose, just overall. It's like, there's all these people on my song, so telling me something about some guy like B-hopping. What is B-hopping?
Yeah, the poor man who created it.
He continuously jump, but why? Why would you do that? What's the point? A poor songwriter driven completely insane by Counter-Strike movement players showing up in the comment section. Boop.
It's a
I've
big
started.
balloon.
I think for if this is gonna be a ship this size and it's gonna have stuff on it, kind of has to have a big balloon. And
Yeah.
I just think I've drawn it too low. It should be probably higher.
That's kind of fine.
I think it should be like, you know,
Yeah,
this.
yeah. What's
like-
gonna go on it? What can go on this ship?
I don't
Doesn't
know.
look too silly.
Yeah, because gotta have something that doesn't look entirely out of, out of like completely Actually, it could be completely silly. I don't think this would particularly like clash with what we have in the rest of the drawing.
I mean, yeah, but still make kind of minimal of sense.
Yeah. While we
Go
think of that,
there.
I'm gonna draw an anchor on this thing.
Do this really need to have a meaning? Because I kind of like the
Have a what?
meaning.
Oh, there's a. Well, depends
Because
on
I
what
kind of
you.
like
Yeah.
the thing I sent you. Maybe not the exact build, but the vibe of it.
I also like
Just
it.
really
I'd like
mechanical and with some pipes and stuff everywhere. I really like it.
Oh, you know what would be great if you had like two big fans on the back here, just
Yeah.
spinning.
You could add that. That's
So like
making
it's gotta
sense.
move through the air somehow.
Yeah, it's making sense.
And that's the best kind of thing, when it both makes sense and looks nice. Okay, so what do we put? So this is kind of the balloon layer. Wanted it to be the ship's content, but I guess we actually should remove this from the balloon layer and put it on another layer, and then this one is unnecessary. So just, this is the content, the content layer. Okay, so what do I do with these? Do I place... Okay, well, did you send me something else?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna open this in a browser tab. So, open in browser, please. Okay. So this is a saxophone at the front. At least that's kind of what it looks like. Pretty funny. I really like, because it looks like it has an engine at the front of it, like the circular bit. It looks like a steampunky engine. I quite like
That's
that.
look like the front of a submarine to me, but yeah.
Well, makes sense. Like, I think those two things don't necessarily have to be
I mean,
too far.
the kind of things going like starting on top of that look like the thing you have on submarine to watch outside. So
Periscope? I think it's
I
periscope.
don't have a clue, but
I think it's called the periscope.
You get it.
I'm gonna take that guess and run it with it. Right.
The rest of it, like the thing
Big
looking like
cylinder, but I think it
house, not
functions.
really need to be there.
Oh, this has like a window kind of thing. I'd like to make it maybe something else. I don't wanna just straight up copy that ship completely, but
do what you want. Don't really.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure something out.
Doesn't really need to
Ooh,
be
I like
this high.
I like the idea of this being just a platform and then having a bit of solid like underneath that platform in here. Maybe something like this.
I don't really see it right now, but
And then, you know, having a door maybe in front, and then railing
oh, like okay.
another level on top of it, kind of. Not sure how good that is, but with that railing we could have, because there still needs to be something to attach the balloon to. The balloon probably has to move a bit above that, and then this would be all the way around. Maybe erase these lines. This diagonal line doesn't necessarily contribute anything important. Yeah, so something like this.
Yeah.
And then connect the balloon to maybe the corners of this platform. What do you think of this kind of idea?
I don't know. I think it's like you missed some. I don't know. There's some technical part. There's some like useful looking kind of thing. Not really need to be useful, but this is like an observation point. It's not the.
Like what, this area, or do you think
Yeah,
we should add
yeah,
something?
like the circular first part, I think it looked good. The second square part, I don't really see. That's, I don't know.
What if it
I really
had
like it.
what if it had something that was blowing hot air into the balloon? That could be an interesting like way to have it. But this would be like a mini furnace or something like that. That would be blowing, you know, a flame maybe into the balloon, and you could have some nice light on it, you know, shining, reflecting the shiny parts.
Yeah. I mean, that could work if you. I kind of like the idea, but if you want like a shining part, like a shining, coloring palette around there, you'll need to decorate well the boat, having some metal part kind of everywhere to have this like this shiny.
I mean, the boat you sent me is pretty much all metal.
Yeah.
It's different kinds of metal, so I think this is gonna work with it. Maybe. Yeah, I think it's gonna work.
I don't know. I kind of like the idea, but I don't really like this like the cube.
That's fair. Hold on. I'm not erasing. I'm just no. Don't worry. I just want to see where the thing I'm drawing is versus the rest of the boat. So don't worry about it. We just
God damn, you scared
put
me.
this on. Don't worry. We can always undo just in case. It's fine. So yeah, this is just a cube, so it would be nicer if it wasn't just a cube. Definitely.
Yeah. I mean, maybe the kind of tower shape there is kind of not too bad. Like you see, there is a little ladder on the side. There is some chimney kind of everywhere. You could use that. You could use this kind of inspiration.
I like
and the engine kind of looking with the telescope. I don't know what you call it. Maybe it's a good idea too. We don't really care if you steal 99% of this drawing.
You could have like a little pipe like this, you know, just
a little mechanical.
Mostly aesthetic reasons. And then we'll just have this, and then we could make this a giant bulb. It sounded like you broke something. Oh, see? Okay, look at this. Look at this. Could have a catwalk to the other part and have a ladder. Ladder here, and then this could be just, you know, a catwalk on like supports like this. I like this around and that goes around the bulb, and then the bulb itself, you know, could have more of those round kind of windows going into it. Like it looks a lot more goofy and rounded, which hits that nice aesthetic, as opposed to just a block. So you just have the ladder here, maybe a bit of railing, you know, next to that catwalk. And then that catwalk could connect to the main part of the ship, and I could actually just remove this part of the ship. So like make it integrate with the catwalk above and not have its own railing down there. I think this looks pretty good. This is the wrong white layer, this layer. Yep. I'm thinking this looks pretty good.
Yeah. Yup.
The balloon is probably too small now. Like it's wrongly proportioned, I think.
It could be more like not so round. Doesn't need to be that round, maybe.
I think it needs to be more round, actually.
Oh yeah,
Like wider.
yeah. I've kind of imagined the same. Yeah, wider.
Just this line doesn't make sense with it, but just because it needs to look like it could support the weight that's been put on it, and I feel like it was too small for that. Like I know nothing about balloons, so I'm just going off of what looks kind of right. Like it feels kind of right. So just I am not gonna autistically calculate how large the balloon is would have to be to actually carry this. We are not going that direction.
We could.
I mean,
there's gonna be massive.
Yeah, you could. You could, and that's kind of a problem. Don't even tempt me with that.
Why is it a problem?
Could be a problem. We've not yet made it a problem, but it's not too hard to make it a problem if you'd like to. If you catch my drift.
Didn't.
Fair enough. Basically, I've not committed enough brain power to this yet to where this would become a problem, but if we wanted to, we could really start calculating it, and then it would be a problem. Very fast. Okay. I'm just doing this to get it. Yeah, it's kind of wonky, but I think it's alright overall.
I'm not thinking about that. Yeah, no, it's not good. I think you can change maybe the back, like.
What here?
Oops. No, what is it called?
What would you change about this back?
No. The turning bit. My brain's not working. No, not on. Yeah, no, not on the boat. The back of it. What's the name? The thing that is turning, moving the boat. I don't.
Oh, the
No, yeah, I mean, yeah, you could add this, but what is it called? The ellipse turning thing, mobile back. What the heck? No, the thing you drawn already. The round. Yeah,
the fans?
fan. Yeah. Fucking hell. Oh my god.
Okay, that is a quick. What's wrong with these? What's your issue with these?
Kind of everything. Doesn't look right to me, I suppose. No, not the fact that it's not covered. The fact that it's kind of weird shaped and place and everything.
Fair enough. Oh, these are not actually on the other layer. Okay, let's rework them. And then probably get rid of these lines. Just so we are more clear on where the boat actually is. Because this is a whole hot mess of just random stuff. Maybe just clean it up a bit. And then reintroduce cleaner lines back in here. And this should look a bit better. So just raise that and then do something instead of the fans. Because I feel like something fits, like it fits for something to be there, but those fans were not great. So, you know.
I think, no, you could, wait. I think a good looking fan with like a nice structure and a nice placement could fit, but you just need to having well placed. We all understand that's a fan. That's not really that big deal.
What do you think about something like this that actually kind of integrates with the ship shape?
Maybe add a kind of fixing bar in the middle, something like that. See what I mean?
No.
We don't really get where it is attached to the bolt right now.
Yeah, the idea would be that this would be kind of with the kind of like this, right? And you could maybe have bolts around it.
I don't see it.
I
But
don't
if you
think I
do,
made it clearer at all. A bit hard to show this with. How's this? And then just have, you know, this be a subtle, probably shading difference to where it's actually like lightly shaded to suggest what the shape of the ship is,
Oh,
but
yeah,
that
yeah.
this is also
Right,
one
right.
piece of metal.
Yeah. All right, I get it. Yeah. Okay.
And then suggest that there's another fan over there.
Yep. I get it. Yeah. There will be like the same metal color between the fan and this part. So, all right. Yeah.
Yeah. And then maybe, you know, show just these two openings so we know that's there's a fan and the air can actually go through these openings to be pushed back to push the ship.
All right.
And
That's
think
good.
this is pretty good. And then you could maybe have like additional something like this, maybe. Yeah. I'm thinking this is okay. Ish. Something like this. We can get into the details when we are gonna be actually.
Yeah, that's good enough for now.
This is actually on the boat layer, so you know the captain's wheel and the tide turner to reference that Team Fortress 2 moment. Team Fortress 2 weapon. Great weapon. Don't at me. What if we just stole one of the parts of that ship also and just gave this like a, you know, the red and white roof above it.
Oh yeah, maybe.
I kind of like this idea. It started as a joke in my head, but now I'm kind of.
That's good. That's actually good.
Yeah, it's. I kind of like the idea of just, you know, a little bit of convenience on this, so it's a bit less annoying to travel on it. It would protect you from the rain or whatever. This wheel this wheel doesn't make any sense. It's too big. It's not in the correct place. Nothing about it is good. I'll just remove it. Maybe add it back later if we figure out a good way to integrate it.
Same as the egg.
Yes, but the egg is coming back in the exact form it is in now. That's the difference. I should be doing this on another layer. Just saying. So let's do that. Erase this, erase this, and then do another layer for the roof. I don't know. Maybe it's called the roof. Maybe it should be called something else. I genuinely have no idea. So it's the center of the ship is somewhere over there. Can't really see the side of it too well, and I feel like it's a bit too large. It's a bit difficult to get right, but we'll manage. Maybe if I just make it smaller, it's the only change it actually needs. Is just to make it not occupy as much space. We could have. It's kind of complicated to get it. but something like this, and then this is not in the correct perspective at all. Doesn't even feel like a part of the same
Oh my
thing.
god. That's
So
broken.
bad, so bad. Oh god, I deleted the balloon.
That's broken for sure.
Yep. Redraw city, here I come. I just redo it until it works, is the rule. I could even say the golden rule, maybe. Let's disable these two and actually see the ship. That probably is gonna make it easier. Yep, okay. Actually, it doesn't make it easier because the ship doesn't fit in perspective with all the rest of the things I've drawn. So something like this, then have another one here. There, there. It's too complicated for my tiny peanut brain. Okay, so just this, this. This. Okay, maybe you think this is better? Give me some feedback on
Wait.
in terms of
I would have made the first corner. It's like, you know, around. I don't think the like. Wait, I don't know how to shape that, but if you make the like captain part with the like common wind and stuff as a square, you're only covering like half of it, like the left half of it. If you do it like this.
Oh yeah, I see. I'd have to actually scale it up, I think. To
Yeah, but I think you need to start from the same point where the like curve of the ball is going down. I think the corner needs to be the same point. No, not this one. The other one.
What?
The middle one.
The middle one. Start where? Here?
Yeah.
Oh, all the way to this side. So
Yeah.
actually make it all the way to the left.
Yeah, and all the way to the right also.
Like make two?
No, that's only one, but like one covering everything.
Oh, so like make it longer in this direction.
Why the fuck do you want to cover behind?
Or do you want to make it longer in this direction?
No, I mean I think
This actually is kind of nice looking. In the way.
I don't really get. That's much space covering there either. That space existing there. From what I get.
Yeah, it's supposed to be covering this space because it's like a roof for the captain and generally the top deck.
I think that's too much roof.
I kind of agree, but how do I do it?
Yep.
Just keep it like this?
No, I mean,
Because you said to expand it, but which direction?
no, I didn't say to expand it. You put it not in the middle of it. There was like only one side, and I've just told you that if you want to have it good scale, use your reference point. If you put it there for me, wait, I don't know how to like show you that, but if you put it over there for me, it's the same as if you like covering only half of the left part of the square that you have above. I don't know. Wait, I'm gonna wait.
Does this work? Like what? Like in this location?
Like wait, I'm gonna quickly do something.
Maybe I need to draw like a square for the base of it in 3D.
Like in red is what I see that you're doing, and is in blue is what I suppose we need to do, right? You're gonna get that.
Okay.
This is kind of the idea. It's a rough shape, but it's kind of the idea.
Do show me, because I might be slightly blind.
So for me, the red part is what you're doing right now. If you put like the first one you put like, so it's really too much to the left.
Yeah.
Like for
Yeah,
going
I
out.
get you. I get you on that.
And if
Yep.
you want to put the square shape over there, you need to have it on reference point. So the
We basically
right
have to find the
for-
middle of the ship in 3D is
Yeah.
kind of what that boils down to.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try it, because the actual original thing I had is not even good, so probably gotta erase that and actually find try and draw the second part of the boat. I think is what the remedy to this is.
Yeah. Maybe.
So just
Even if we don't see it later, I think it's a good point of reference because
yep,
you'll
exactly.
need to have if you want a square, maybe you could just have something around it.
What do you think of this kind of?
You don't really care about the like the front part.
So this would be the kind. This would be kind of where the
Yeah.
little roof should be.
Kind of, yeah.
If we
Not and
yeah,
like the back one.
this is completely off from what it should be. So it should be here, and the
And
perspective doesn't even
the backline is
match.
wrong. I think the backline is
Yeah,
wrong.
everything's wrong. This is in completely the wrong perspective. Just gotta, I think, do it over. With this reference, it should be easier though. So, you know, this is kind of something like this. Just, you know, the almighty cube returns again to help us nail whatever we need to nail.
Stop.
Yeah, it's not really fair to say it's returned. It's never left. Always just been in the cube. This angle is kind of wonky, but I think it's definitely better than what I just had just before this. So, you know, and then this could have all of those nice decorations I'd like for it to have. Then
what? You miss
what?
I think you missed something.
I missed what?
What I see now, I'm gonna do the same.
I mean, this is on another layer, so
Yeah, I know, but what I see now is this from you. I mean, that's wait. What's that? Now I see this.
what do you see?
Like in another, maybe not this way, maybe more this way.
This is certainly another issue of just things not being in correct perspective.
Maybe more like this, but I don't see a square.
Yeah, gotta.
Maybe more like this one. I don't know.
That's not good, in short.
But I don't see the four. I think the line that you get is not gonna be like keep the first wait.
Keep the front, but the other ones are
Yeah,
bad.
keep the two at front. Keep the two at front, and try to do. So basically, you have like this kind of shape right now. This is not really right, and this is like wait. I'm gonna try to do it real quick on my end. You have those two lines, and you really need to do like this one back lift more.
How is it now?
Wait.
How's this a square?
Now, like you have those two lines, and I think this one needs to go like
I
that.
think this works. Hold on.
Like you have the left blue line in the middle, and I think the other one should go like that because it's not a square. The point of view is
am I
this will
looking at?
not be a square. Wait, I'm gonna read maybe. From now on, you have something like that for the roof of them. You see the roof? Yeah, something like that. This is kind of a
well, now I
cube
erased it, but yeah, I get it.
this is kind of a cube looking, and I say this will be more like this, kind of a low one and a long one, because if you want a square with this perspective, you'll need some more space on some
Yeah,
on a single
I see. I
on a
think.
single yeah. It's like
It's a
this one.
bit
Like
difficult to figure it out, but we'll manage.
like this, like this. This one's I have. This one.
Through the power of unrelenting autism, we'll manage. It's like, but you would barely see the roof on this anyway from this
Yeah,
angle.
yeah, but you barely see it because remember, you see the bottom of it, you don't see the top of it. So if you see the top of it, it's broken. It's flying in the sky.
Well, no, you will see this part you will see from the bottom, but there's a bit of the top you see here as well.
Yeah, really a bit. And
I think what I have now is decent.
No, you really need to change the third bar pull. I don't know what you call it.
The back one.
This is the wrong place. I still see I still see that. I still see that toward. Or like maybe not this one, but the other one. Still see that.
Don't see it.
For me, what we're having right now is not covering the entire space. This one should you're missing one there.
Well, the problem is it's kind of
Missing one there. There's no part there.
What? This part is there. Well, this
No,
one.
it's not. It's not. It's so like in the distance of the border of it. It's not. You have those three, but this one is not well placed. You have the three red, but the blue one is not well placed. You need to go further down.
Wait, are you looking at it?
Look at the border of it. Look at the border of it. Look the border of the boat. Look the border of the boat.
Yeah.
If you reference to my image, this will need to be closer to the border and more on the back of it. Even more back to be covering like more than just
Okay, we just have a different vision for what this should look like, because
yeah, but you were not
this
covering
better?
the thing.
Is this better? More like
Yeah,
I think.
I mean,
Yeah. Okay. We just
because you were not covering. You were just covering like a small bit of it.
Yes, that's what I wanted to do.
Like what you
that's
mean?
why
like,
that's why was the misunderstanding was there, because you just wanted
you wanted to do that. Like,
yeah, I wanted to only cover like the front where the captain's wheel would be, but I think this is good too.
Like that.
Yep.
All right. I mean.
So if you were seeing that, then I think I
was seeing that.
Okay, that's not too bad. I was just confused because you were drawing a triangle.
Yeah, because in my point of view, the left, like the right left. No, what right left? Yeah, the bottom. No, fuck my brain. I had too many hours of math today. The blue dot that I sent you was not there. That's why I didn't understand.
Okay.
Because on the triangle you had two, like you had only three bars really close one to another, and I didn't saw the back of them. So.
Okay. After much arguing, we figured it out. We are onward to great things.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh my god.
Yeah, let's pretend this is good.
Cool. There's a new.
What?
There's someone named Box Square who said hello.
Hello. Well, welcome back to.
If you joined right at the moment we are viewed and I was saying total stupid thing.
We are
right
doing
time.
this. We are doing this ship today. We also did like this tiny plane, and we flipped the dragon around.
Yeah.
But those are kind of tiny changes. Also, I'd like to say that once again, YouTube is not showing me this in live chat, so I'm just gonna refresh the YouTube Studio window because it just clearly doesn't want to cooperate. Oh, and Hunter sent a message. Sorry, I
Yeah,
had
he's
to leave. Like, you don't have to apologize about leaving the stream.
I want to excuse you. What the
Come on.
fuck?
That is unacceptable. How dare you not commit all of your time to the stream? I'm offended, and I will be reporting you to HR. It's really good. Well, thank you. We've been working on this for
That's nice.
nine streams now.
Yeah.
So the whole thing has
looks
gotten
like
some
around
shape to it.
16, 17 hours, I suppose.
Yep,
Something like that.
and this is just the sketch.
Yeah.
This layer is way too big in terms of what it covers, but we'll work with it somehow. Okay, so I think this ship works really well there. I like it.
Yeah, I really like it too.
So, what's with the background? Well, we have a
Uh,
bunch of space. I'd like to do
One
something
time,
more.
like I think it was the second or third, you vaguely sketched a mountain in the sky, and I really
Yeah.
liked it. So I suppose some mountains can fit there.
I bet you I have that layer somewhere.
Yeah, we can still see a little bit of it on the top right corner.
This?
I
That's
don't
not
know.
it, no.
You see the few lines above the. I think it's those. I think it's the mountain.
These? No, that's not. The mountain was like here. I think I'm not sure where the layer went. Maybe it's like right side?
No, that wasn't the. There was no, it wasn't the right side. So
No, it's not
yeah,
the right
probably.
side. Mid background maybe? Background power, no, that's not it. Maybe I deleted the layer at some point.
Yeah, probably. 'Cause it
That'd
was,
be highly unfortunate, but thankfully I think there's about like 10 lines on it, so
it was
I'd
nothing. You really did this on like 10 seconds. So.
yes, so I think I can manage to redo it. Maybe. Hopefully. Maybe, I don't know. Can I draw? We'll find out.
Can you? That's the
Can
question.
I?
You know something you have, and it's not a waste of time. Exactly, man. That's
True.
project of a long time, so we don't really
I don't
press
I don't think either of us considers this a waste of time.
No, I think that's like maybe not
Cool way
healthy.
to cool way to spend the Friday evening, you know.
Yeah, that's a cool. How do I say? Cool
Hobby,
meeting.
community, not really community.
No, like
unless
each often no. Fuck.
cooperation.
when it happens every weekly meeting. That's a nice weekly meeting.
Week limiting.
Weekly
thing. Okay.
Yeah, weekly
Gotcha.
meeting between.
Yes,
like,
I agree. This man is correct.
I
I
my
endorse him.
brain is dead right now, and I will not sleep
You know what?
tonight. So there is an NBA match at 4 a.m. and I will watch it. Listen
I
to me,
will watch it.
because it's a really important game, and
Le basketball.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's a really bad idea because I've slept 4 hours tonight, and I'm gonna not sleep next night, and that's that's really not good for me.
It's
But
a great plan. I'm sure it's not going to negatively impact anything in your life at all.
of course not.
What a crazy suggestion that could even have any kind of impact on anything.
You know what? That's crazy. 'Cause I'm not even like in a. Can we say in a hurry? Yeah, I'm not even in a hurry to see the final result. I really enjoy the process of it. Maybe not more, but
The process of drawing, or
no, like of thinking of what could go and fit on this, of like the first idea and what came through and stuff. I really enjoy the like thinking about what could fit well, what could look good, what's better, what kind of vibe do you want to add there and stuff. I really like it.
yeah, it makes you makes you think about it a bit more, right? Because usually when you just have the final result, you kind of view it and it's like, oh, cool drawing, move on.
Cool stuff, bro. Bye bye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then the whoever made that has spent like 20
Drawing.
hours of the life actually drawing it up.
I love the comment because I'm gonna roast you a little bit. Do you have some tips to draw lips and nose? Because I mess up sometimes when I draw the face.
There's a very simple way to draw the nose well, and that is to not draw the nose. I've
Yeah,
been employing.
you don't usually draw the nose up.
I don't. I've been employing this technique for years now. It works great. Never got any complaints about bad noses.
Oh, you did mine. Wait, I have one.
The character kind of has a nose, yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
because
just like a T shape.
yeah. If I don't have one, it's kind of fucked up. So
Yeah, it looks weird. You know, this kind of.
yeah, basically no one has. Yeah,
Got a now we have a ghost in the sky.
Cock have a mustache, but
Look at that.
wait, I was looking on the picture.
Did I have a nice chat with your wife? I did. This is true. That's not even a joke.
There was a cool sketch.
Actually, you know what? Let's archive it into a layer of its own. I kind of.
What's this message, Tord? You,
What?
Tord, did you have a nice chat with my wife?
I did. Not a
All right.
joke.
That's fine.
I was talking to Hunter's wife about programming today. It's a very polite lady.
Okay.
And you know what? If I have an opportunity to talk autistically about the topic of programming, I'm always gonna take it.
You get the sketch. Yes, in this guy.
We're gonna keep it there, you know. Important layer.
Just in case.
You know, it's actually, in terms of what I was talking about, it's like, it's kind of ridiculous. The things people don't talk about when teaching programming is basic text editor usage. It's really weird that because it's like the main tool you use, right, to write code is a text editor. So you would think if you are teaching someone to to write code, so write text, the first thing you would do is like, oh, here's how you don't spend 12 years moving things around in your code. Would you like to not waste a massive amount of time on irrelevant bullshit? It's like, well, here's a tip for you. And it turns out just basically nobody teaches that. Weird. Anyway, don't let me get too deep into programming topics.
I only have like 2 classes of programming, and that's really basic. I already know all that
What did
stuff.
you do?
I'm really not good. I do Python.
Python? Yeah, the
Yeah.
classic.
Yeah, that's I don't really do like programming for like, how can I say, it's only for math, so it's not really.
Oh yeah, so you probably just use it to calculate some stuff faster than you would do normally, right?
Yeah, usually it's yeah.
Was it like integration or?
I kind of do all of things because that's like about programming for math. So
Oh, so you have like a whole course for that?
yeah, not really interesting, but yeah.
Not really interesting, he said. Oh no,
No, because like I do not know the name of these classes in every country, but in the start of high school,
Data
basically.
science, maybe?
No,
start of
no,
high
like
school.
yeah,
Else,
it's basically first year of high school. We had this class of math where we started to kind of do some Python, and I really enjoyed it earlier. And my brother was on engineer degree, so he sent me some exercise, and I just did some
got
engineer
into them?
exercise. Yeah, I really liked it, so I've just spent a lot of time in this doing that. But it's only the math problem, so I don't really do other things. It's math problem in programming.
Yep.
It's already that, but pretty
Well,
useful.
it's fairly specific section, let's say, of programming, but it's still there. Gets you the basics. Do you like Python? Well, what's your opinion on Python? I mean, I guess you don't have anything to compare it to, but
Yeah, I don't really have anything to cover it, but that's pretty easy for now, I suppose.
That's neat.
And I think it's like really useful for basic thing.
It
So
says like to whip it out and just quickly write something down, right?
yeah.
That's kind of kind of the impression I get of that language. I
It's like
personally strongly dislike Python, but you know what? I'm not gonna get deep into that.
I hate it, alright? So,
Yeah, I kind of do. I'll be honest. I think whoever invented white space as significant should probably reconsider. It's not the best idea we've had as humanity. Okay, we, we've invented a better thing before Python.
yeah, probably. I disagree on that.
Yeah, but you know what? If it works for you, it works for you. It's fine. I don't have to
Oh,
like
no,
it.
it's just
Blah
like the
blah
first.
blah.
It's just the first language that I tried. I don't really
It's a
know
very
other.
popular one. It's a very popular one for being like your first programming language in schools, especially. I don't exactly know why. Maybe it's because it's very
You
easy
don't
to actually
know.
get commands to run in it. You don't really have to do
Yeah.
additional setup. So that's nice that you don't have to explain to people, oh, you have to do this and then do that and then compile it and then it doesn't work because you used the wrong version, but that's out of date and blah 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 blah. There's difference and blah blah blah.
Yeah, Python you just you type some bullshit about like 15, 20 lines maximum, and then you have something running. So yeah,
I
it's pretty
mean,
easy.
I think it's a better choice than C, personally. I don't know if you have any experience with that.
Never, and I don't want to.
And that is, yeah, and that is unfortunately, that is the basic response of everyone, including people who want to do programming. A lot of people do not like C, and I think it's not a good choice for teaching people basic programming concepts. So, you know what? We are in agreement on that. How do you like this house I'm decorating?
No,
I've given it a
simple but
bit.
good looking.
Yeah, I've given
What
it a
can I
bit of
say?
just random detail, basically.
That's nice. That's nice. Is it only me that see a face on the bottom of this mountain? You see those two eyes looking
This,
up? No, the bottom of the mountain. Yeah.
like
See those
this,
two eyes looking up?
and then the
Yeah.
mustache,
Yeah.
angry dude in the mountain. Okay, gotta change that because I'm gonna keep looking at it otherwise.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing for like 10 minutes.
Yep. Gotta get up. Boop. Okay, completely removed from existence. There is no face there ever, and you saw nothing. How's that? Does this look off? No, this looks like a face again.
Yes.
That is gonna be a recurring problem, isn't it?
Yeah, surely. Maybe just don't do anything.
Maybe just don't, you know. Okay. You know
Yeah,
what?
just like that.
Yeah,
Like
this
that.
is good enough. Good enough.
That's not it.
I kind of just, so we can color this green and have it be a bit of forest or
Yeah.
whatever the hell.
Good time. What time is it?
We're gonna be winding down soon because it's like we got 1 hour 45 minutes of doing stuff. So it's probably a good place to pause it because we got once again a bunch of changes that made this look really nice.
I
Nice
really
with the
like
background, so there's less empty space, right? We got the background, we got this house, we got the ship, which looks really cool. The dragon is looking the other way, which I think is a plus because it like brings the image together towards the center.
Yeah.
And this little ship flying is like airplane flying is also nice. I think actually one last thing I think I'll do is I'll actually increase the scale of it a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is a better because that was too tiny. And now it looks like it could be kind of around the same place as the tower, like in terms of closeness to camera for for a kind of slightly awkward way to phrase that. Okay, So, actually, to end this, let's stop recording and export the time lapse. So this is gonna be the 9th one. So then, yeah, this is gonna be the 9th one. So the next stream we do is actually gonna be the first double-digit one.
Crazy.
Ain't that cool?
Considering that we're gonna spend more than 100 hours doing that, that's a good step.
You know, we're chilling. It's a nice way to spend 100 hours.
Yeah, better than playing CSGO, for sure.
Clearly, but also takes a bit more effort than playing CS:GO. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I agree on that.
And also, playing CS:GO doesn't quite do the same things to my throat as talking for 2 hours does. Though, to be fair, this is partly the reason because I was also talking for another 2 hours before the stream, so you know, you gotta have some problems in life, otherwise it's boring.
Yeah.
This is not true, actually. I'd like to have some
So,
time without problems.
What's next time?
Well, next time
Bottom right, some
there's
detailing
some
about like,
undetailed houses here. Bottom right, yeah, we can touch up on bottom right because that's pretty much untouched since the beginning.
Yeah, we will keep Petro, the little boy.
We could, and I think we are very close to starting to figure out a maybe a color palette for those and stuff like that. Maybe adding more steampunky elements. There's gonna be a lot of in the coloring, but I think also details like little pipes.
I think
here and
while
there.
coloring, there will be a lot of pipes there appears.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of this is a sketch, right? So it's still a lot of things are still to be decided about this. We'll see how it goes. Okay, let's switch to the time lapse on OBS as well, and let's play it and see what happened.
This is orange. Fuck.
It's orange again?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's weird.
Why is it orange? I think is it not orange now?
No, it is, but that's fine.
I don't know. Maybe just this is an issue with some compression? Question mark. Have no clue.
No, it's just on the it's just on the Discord stream, so it has to be something with Discord.
I've got no clue, man.
That's fine.
Okay.
I like the reinforced fan at the back. Really like it.
Looks way better than the original. Just
the amount of time on this.
And yeah, I like this little bleeps of just the random things we've been doing.
Yep.
That you can actually see them on the time lapse. I think adds a lot.
Yeah.
Especially the full screen spoon.
Yeah, this will be something at the end.
Definitely the best.
If one day you upload the entire thing on time lapse, I will definitely put spoon in the time code in the comments.
Gotta remember to do that.
Yeah.
Okay,
I will probably not, but I probably have the same idea when you go out.
You will see the spoon and you'll instantly remember.
Yeah.
The memory is now burnt into your frontal cortex or wherever the hell memories are.
Yeah, around there for sure.
You know what? If you are currently watching and you are a brain autist, as in you know where memories are in the brain, comment below and I will respond with okay.
Yeah. Okay, and a thumb.
And a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be extra polite about it. I like this. I feel like the first stream was very slow in terms of figuring out how the whole thing is gonna look, and I feel like we are now just making good stuff.
Really looking at how I imagine it. Like that's crazy, but I really imagine something like that. Not around the details, but around the 3D spaces. That's everywhere. I really imagined that first time.
Well, the base, just
like everything, the 3D space of the city in general. I really kind of imagined something like this, so I'm glad we came up.
Yeah, we've gotten from a massive mess of blocks in the wrong perspective to something that actually starts resembling a 3D space. Very nice. Very happy about that. All right, let's wrap this up before we hit 150. So anyone watching, thank you very much for showing up. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you're watching the VOD, hello. Hope you've enjoyed the beautiful 1 hour 50 minutes of drawing things on a canvas. And goodbye, I suppose.